Last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's second down. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Now he's forced out left. And his throw is incomplete. So a minute 51 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. 23 yards on the play. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Manning. He dumps it off to Barkley. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returnable here from the 38. 51 yards on the punt there. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. One final try now for Manning. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. What a spin. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Manning. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Zebra.
Manning to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Giants on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Manning. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Zebra.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on first down is Manning. Throw left side complete. It's Coleman. And out of bounds right around the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Manning to throw once more. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they'll get this down to the 10. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Manning now on first down. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He's going to get it running right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Rosas now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he spins through. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Manning now to throw.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this side.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Cody Sensabaugh. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you're worried about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell for the extra point. Successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there, Manning to Shepard, 43 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Manning now on first down. Looking for Shepard deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. On first down, Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Zebra.
Throwing again. Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking it.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds McDonald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's Roethlisberger. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. I have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on 3rd down.
And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 2nd down, here's Manning. Big hold to the 30. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already there. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war.
Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Here's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. Keeps himself upright. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Goff now on second down. Steps away to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
2 for 1, 2 for 1. 2 up. 5. 2. Our ball.
Goff now looks to throw. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. This will complete right side to McDonald. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Throw complete there. Rodgers. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Jack 16.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. A very solid gain of 27. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for a loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Start left here. Now you want.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Here we go. Maverick.
From the gun, here's Goff. Flush to his right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, here's Goff. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
76, tell him. 76.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
C.J. Anderson to the game. He gets it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try the air now with Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
That'll be caught by Rodgers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Squirrel! Set! 180! Hey! Snickers, 66.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Snickers, got to spin.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Super 1, Super 1. Side, 180. Louis.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Start left here. 2 up. Hey, 5.
On 1st down, Goff. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time. And now it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
The drive will start with Connor. He's got room to run past the 20. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point put through by Boswell. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Value three. Shell.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Hey, 5. Yes, sir.
Goff on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Reynolds. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ric Flair. Orwell. Hey, 5. 11.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays goes off. They get the first. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On first down, it's gone. Got some real estate inside the 30. Throwing right, and that's complete. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
To throw on second down is gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reynolds. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking...
Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.